From fired FBI Director James Comey. Our next guest drilled down hard for an answer to that question today, and it is now one of the most talked about exchanges that happened this morning. Watch this.
He did not direct you to let it go.
Not in his words, no.
He did not order you to let it go.
Again, those words are not an order.
No. He said, I hope. Now, like me, you probably did hundreds of cases, maybe thousands of cases, charging people with criminal offenses. And of course, you have knowledge of the thousands of cases out there that where people have been charged. Do you know of any case where a person has been charged for obstruction of justice, or for that matter, any other criminal offense, where they said or thought they hoped for an outcome?
I don't know well enough to answer. And the reason I keep saying his words is I took it as a direction.
Right.
I mean, this is the President of the United States with me alone saying, I hope this. I took it as this is what he wants me to do. Now, I didn't obey that, but that's the way I took it.
You may have taken it as a direction, but that's not what he said.
Correct. That's why
he said, I hope.
Those are exact words. Okay. Correct.
You don't know of anyone that's ever been charged for hoping something. Is that a fair statement?
I don't, as I sit here.
Here now, Idaho Republican Senator James Risch. Good to see you tonight, sir.
Thank you, Michael.
He's saying that the way that he interpreted it was that he was getting a lot of pressure put on him in that moment, and you're saying that what really matters only are the words themselves.
Well, look, the president said words. Words matter. Jim Comey was sitting there. Jim Comey's a lawyer. He's a good wordsmith. If you look at the document that he put out for us, the 7 pages, he was very explicit. He was exacting in his language. The president said he hoped for an outcome. Now, Mr. Comey said, and Mr. Comey's a good lawyer, that he took it a different way. Look, this is the big leagues. This can't be mushy. If he thought the president meant something different than what he actually said, he should have said, well, Mr. President, exactly what do you mean? Or, Mr. President, are you telling me I should do this? You can't just sit and let this mush up. I mean, this is very specific.
And when he went home that night, you know, he perhaps would have made the choice to go talk to someone about it. I don't understand why was Jeff Sessions left out of the loop on all of this, do you think? His boss?
Well, Jim Comey had to do more than what he did if indeed he believed that the president was giving him some direction that was different than what his words were.
Do you believe that he is under an ongoing obstruction of justice investigation, as our last guest just said was established today? Is that what you heard?
Well, I sure didn't hear that. I mean, you've got an expert next to talk about obstruction of justice. I'm a prosecutor. I prosecuted lots and lots of cases. You can't prosecute somebody for hoping something. It doesn't work. I've never heard of a case like that.
What about the fact that James Comey today admitted to leaking information, which were his notes, which, as I understand it, become federal documents because they're written as an account between the FBI director and the President of the United States?
Well, it shouldn't have been done that way. If Mr. Comey wanted to put those out, he should have just put out a press release and put them out. Kudos to him for admitting that he did it, but it should have been done a different way. There's no question about that.
Does it raise questions in your mind about whether or not he was behind other leaks?
No, not really. I can't go that far with it. And Martha, look, what's lost here on a lot of this is just a slice of what our intelligence committee is doing. We have a bipartisan committee, Republicans and Democrats, who understand how serious this matter is of the Russian attempt to influence our election. There's a number of us that are prosecutors on there. We've done hundreds of investigations. This is not unfamiliar ground with us. We're going to take this to wherever the facts lead. And we're going to write a report. We're going to tell the American people what the Russians did, and we're going to talk about how we can do something about this and fix it and make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Senator Risch, thank you very much, and happy anniversary.
Thank you very much.
Happy 49th anniversary to the Risches. Thank you very much, sir. All right, here with more, Jonathan.